The way was carefully cleared.
On the 14th of June, the Argentines surrendered. White flags were flying over Port Stanley. Margaret Thatcher went to the House of Commons and, on a point of order, announced the victory. Cheers resounded throughout the House. And outside in Whitehall and Downing Street, the crowds greeted Mrs. Thatcher as the conquering hero. Within days of the Argentine surrender, General Galtieri and his military junta were removed from power. Democracy was restored to Argentina in 1983. When on the 21st of July the aircraft carrier HMS Hermes arrived back home, laden with troops and helicopters, Mrs. Thatcher was the first to greet them. In congratulating all on board on their triumph, she was celebrating her own.
Oh, don't photograph me, that's a scoreboard. What is that? That's a scoreboard.
This is the most fantastic operation that we've undertaken. We're all very privileged to have taken part in it. And I couldn't have her coming in without coming to welcome her.
The public, too, was keen to celebrate the safe return of our boys. Seven months after the war had ended, Mrs. Thatcher paid her own visit to the Falklands.
Oh, this is lovely. This is a typical house.
This is typical size.
Typical size house.
It was her first visit to the islands and an opportunity to meet the people for whom she had risked her political future and the lives of many British servicemen and women.
To maintain peace with freedom and justice is always expensive. It's less expensive than war, particularly in human life.
Might there be a time when we talk to the Argentines again?
No, not on sovereignty. One thing the islanders have made it perfectly clear. These islands are British. They are the Queen's loyal subjects. They wish it to stay that way.
Margaret Thatcher's popularity was at its height. Her triumph was the result of political nerve and enormous good luck. Her military success would later guarantee her a second term in office. But perhaps most significantly, it would increase Mrs. Thatcher's confidence in her own judgment, her own sense of being right. She was now unassailable.